Welcome to RadarMass. It's software designed to optimize the administration of manufacturing operations while saving thousands of dollars. The internal audits in the type of 5S, later audit, process audits, or safety audits follow the planning cycle approach. Requires an administrator to prepare the audit plan based on the planned areas and available auditor resources. Requires to execute the audit plan by the auditor team. Requires to monitor the compliance to the audit plan, and requires to monitor the closure of opportunities found during the audit by the auditor team. Of course, all these internal audits requires of collecting the audit information, filling out the audit reports, enter the data coming out of those audits, prepare the reports, and make sure that the corrective actions or observations that are found during these audits are timely closed. How can we save money and effort using RadarMass? By eliminating double entries, improving data reliability, allowing real-time entries, preventing typing mistakes, reducing data entry times, reducing reports making from hours to seconds, eliminating the dependency to obtain reports, eliminating the need of an audit administrator, turning internal audits into a way of living, and enhancing employee engagement. This is the audit flow diagram. The first step is controlled by the audit screen. And the second one, the Kaizen system, to make sure that the observations found during the audit are timely and properly closed. Once the audits have been scheduled by the system administrator, we can say that the audit has been programmed. The following status is that the audit has not been initiated. That is the default status. Once the auditor begins auditing the specific area, the audit now is in process. If for some reason the target date to perform the audit is above today's date, the following question arises: has the audit been completed? If that is not the case, the system will block the opportunity to continue performing the audit. And of course, this will result in a demerit to the auditor. If that is not the case and the audit has been already completed, this status changed to finished. And now it is the time to question if there are open items. If there are open items, the audit will remain open. If there are no open items, then the auditor and the audit cycle ends, and the audit can be considered as closed. So we have these two main screens. The first one is to control the auditing process, to make sure that we have the audit programs in place that are available plan-wide. And once that you enter the system with your password, to go and check your own audit agenda. As area responsible, to make sure that your open items that have been opened by an external auditor are properly followed up and closed. And as auditor, to make sure that the observations that you open during your audits are timely closed by the area responsible. the administration screen to make sure that the audit administrator is securely entering the information into the system. This is password protected, of course, and of course the reporting system. Once the audit has been completed and there are observations in the system, now we jump to the Kaizen system to make sure all those observations are tracked and timely closed by the plant cross-functional teams. The installation requirements for the system is, of course, we need an audit administrator to coordinate the audit agendas, the definition of all the different plant areas that are to be audited, the specific audit items or questions, the specific score system, and the list of auditors. Of course, we also need for the Kaizen system the list of all employees in the organization. The software specification, this is a web development software. It utilizes SQL Server. It has unlimited multi-user environment, unlimited users at a plan-by-plan basis, and it is programmed or scheduled at a plan level. This is not an enterprise system. And now, please join us to a live demonstration. Welcome to the Audit System by Greater Mass. This is the main screen, and by clicking on the auditorias, we can access directly to the main screen. And the logical way this has been organized is to show the Plan, Do, Check, Act approach. At the top, we have the programs that have been already scheduled by the audit administrator, a direct link to my own audit schedule, a direct link to my open items as area responsible, and a direct link to my open items as auditor. So basically here, every single employee plays two roles, as area responsible and as an auditor. Here below we have the administration section, which is restricted to the system administrator, and from here we can generate new audit agendas, define the auditors that will be assigned to that particular area. We also have access to the areas plan-wide that are scheduled to be audited. The audit questions, the list of auditors, and the scoring system that is being defined by the organization. The reporting system shows the general status plan-wide, auditor's performance, and the area's performance, demonstration purpose only.
By allowing access to every single employee within our plan organization, we are ensuring that the Kaizen system will be updated by anyone at any time. The first report that we see when opening the system is the safety report, which is also linked to the Kaizen system. Once we close the safety report, we have our personal agenda and our Kaizen performance. In this case, I'm running at 70%, and this is because there are 3 items that are already past due. From here, we can access to the open item list, and or we can go and navigate to the Kaizen system from here. So this is the main screen of the Kaizen system or module, and in here we can check our personal agenda to understand that there are 3 open items. We can update them from here directly. And we cannot close the item from here, but we need to let our leader that the action has been taken and is being ready to close or to review, depending on the status. Okay, so once we close this item list and update the Kaizen report, now we see that there are only 2 past due already here. Okay, the Kaizen system has a general planned report where we have an objective way of measuring the planned Kaizen performance. In this case, we're running at 80%, and that is because there is some people that is not performing very well in here. We can go and check those performance that are not within the expectation and see all the different open items that they have pending to be completed. The Kaizen performance has a section where we can go and print the PDCA, for example, for a particular area, and we're ready to have a meeting or discussion with our team members to see how many open items we have and the status of each of them. The Kaizen system is connected to the operation charts. From here, for example, we can go and see opportunities for improvement, and we can also create easily a Kaizen opportunity. Just like this. Assign the activity to a responsible person coming out of the employee list, and assign a target date. Okay, and that's it. We have created a Kaizen. Now we can go back to the Kaizen system and observe that now we have initiated Kaizen here. Let's say here, and here somewhere here is the Kaizen that we just opened a few minutes ago. Okay.